Hello everybody, my name is Drake.
Grant.
And together we are Jojoverdrive. It's a break month. So, woe is us, but this gives us the opportunity to at least do something we haven't done in almost a year. Which is we're doing a question and answers. Yay! These are always the most popular videos on our channel. So,
yes. Infinite views.
More. Infinite money glitch on YouTube is the JoJo Q&A and other stuff. There's some JoJo news that we wanted to quickly touch upon. Some Rohan spin-offs are coming in English, which was just revealed like a couple days ago.
Basically, all the chapters that have come out in the last 3 years are getting officially translated, which is nice because this means that all of them are in English now, officially released. Yep. So you can, including Hot Summer Martha, the best Rohan side story and one of Araki's best chapters ever. So.
Hopefully, we'll get them faster in the future once they come out. Obviously, I think they're gonna wait a few because they need to collect them.
This one came out pretty quick because does this include the one he literally just released?
Yeah. The one we covered. The one with the vampire moths or whatever. Spoiler, I guess, but whatever.
Yeah, it does. Okay, bruschetta. Yeah,
bruschetta.
I just double checked.
Yeah, I was trying to remember. It was some esoteric word. Yeah, bruschetta. Yeah,
because he makes bruschetta in it. Oh my god.
It has
Why it's called bruschetta?
Dripping or whatever. It was drip painting style, but they changed it or whatever.
That's so bad.
Whatever,
I have no
dripping,
clue.
Haha, dripping. Haha, but so that's out now. Hot Summer Martha is peak, so I'm glad that's actually.
Your painting style's really, really good too. Bruschetta, a little softer, little colder on, but still good.
We've been getting Steel Ball Run English volumes, which means we've been getting funny stand names. Not a lot because early Steel Ball Run isn't full of stands. So we've got I think we have Frightening Monsters, which was the same in.
And speaking of Steel Ball Run 2, it seems like the release date's gonna be in March. That's the there
was a leak.
Heavy rumors. There was leaks in the data of Netflix or whatever.
Okay, take it with a big grain of salt because this happens sometimes. It could just be they were putting
March sounds about right, but honestly though.
I hope.
I do think it's gonna be batch release though. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's
important to mention that date is not a Friday, so no JoJo Fridays.
Yeah, no JoJo Fridays are dead forever. Anyways, let's get into the first actual question that we got asked. The first one up is, are there any JoJo YouTubers you would like to collab with? If so, who? And what would you hope that collaboration entails? We have a funny anecdote to tell.
I mean, just to preface this, I think that we kind of haven't really reached out to anyone, and we've kind of been resistant. We've gotten an email or two from a few people, and it's not no offense to any of them.
I'm scared of strangers.
A lot of them have really good channels and stuff, but I think we're just kind of keeping it like this because it's just kind of
that's self-contained.
Low pressure. If something interesting is there, that could be cool. Yeah. But I think we've just are kind of hey, I mean, I don't know if necessarily people would listen if a random other person comes on for a chapter review, I guess.
But regardless, JoJo YouTubers we do and I watch a ton of JoJo.
There's a lot of JoJo YouTubers.
There's a lot I was going to talk about X-Forts ever underrated X-Forts, #1 JoJo YouTuber of all time. Have you heard of him? Little indie underground YouTuber. Early on in the days of Jojoverdrive, pre-JoJo Lands, year 1, we were releasing our Part 8 retrospective.
Yeah,
and not gonna call him out by name or anything. We're gonna no bullying allowed.
The comment's deleted now.
The comment's deleted, but there was a comment. Anymore. There was a comment on X-Forts released a week after our podcast retrospective. He released his super in-depth analysis,
a completely different.
Yeah. And they left a comment on that some fan of ours, apparently some viewer watched the X-Forts video and commented something like, How dare you copy this idea from under 1,000 subscriber channel Jojoverdrive and named us and everything. I was and then I literally
up that morning and we were like, oh my god.
X-Sports posted on his Twitter. Yeah, he was like, oh, this makes me feel so dejected after just releasing this video. And it's us talking about us, and I just see it in my Twitter feed like randomly.
I literally like that one day woke up late and Drake woke up early, and so I wake up and he's like, this just got posted. Like we need to like respond and say that they're not affiliated with us. You're not affiliated with me. Yeah, literally. I messaged. I think I just commented under X-Force post saying like, dude, we totally agree. We watched the video. Like, it's nothing like ours. This guy does not represent us. He saw the message. He liked it.
So that was our first like interaction with X, and first and only interaction with the big
but it was really funny because our channel was like very young at that point, and we were like, oh god, we don't need to get into drama or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. We're like, no, please.
JoJo drama alert.
So I don't even know. I didn't realize I would have to say at some point, like, guys, don't go attacking other people. Like, we didn't even. It's not like I said.
Especially when it's not like we didn't invent the retrospectives.
Yeah, but
I don't understand.
I don't understand. Whatever. Anyways,
it was completely different, but we thought that would be a funny way to tell that story because we were. It's so fun.
I don't know when else I'd tell that story at any point in time. Other JoJo YouTubers you like, our good old buddies Joe Kakaka. Those they're nothing. They're nothing like us. They're not. Yeah. The podcast with two guys talking about every JoJo chapter, and they have a Joe name with 4 syllables. No, not true. Untrue. The similarities are completely different. And even if they were similar, we need to
do better. Like that's like all similarities to real life events are completely whatever.
Fictitious. Yeah, fictitious. We're not. No, but I was watching them for a while before I started. I wouldn't say they were like an inspiration, but I watched them a ton. Now that I have, no offense to Joe Kakaka, but now that I have my own podcast, I don't feel the need to like watch as much anymore, just because like I kind of already do it with a real person instead of just other people. But no, I
definitely listen. I liked listening to their other like even non-JoJo stuff's been pretty good. Yeah, and they're super cool. So if you guys ever want to listen to a second podcast about JoJo, you can listen to theirs right after watching ours. After ours first.
Make sure we get the algorithm.
Watch 2 of ours, and then
you
go to the other people.
Precisely. Yeah, but there's a ton of good Jojotubers out there.
Blood Sun Vendetta? You always rave about that.
I do, yeah. I think there's a question about that. You know, I'll just cover that right now. There's a question.
Yeah, combine that with it.
We got. What are your favorite JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fan projects? I really like Blood Sun Vendetta by Rice Pirate. That's been a slow-going series, but it is like some of the highest quality JoJo like stuff out there, from just like writing, animation, everything. It really captures something deeper about JoJo that I feel like is really hard to get, and it's super cool. Don't know how it would fit in the timeline anymore with Crazy Diamonds, Demonic Heartbreak, but it has a lot to do with Whole Horse. But
I mean, technically, Crazy Diamond could even be debatably canon, so it's not really that big of a deal.
It sucks it has to come out so slow, but at the same time, it's definitely a labor of love, and it's always just cool to see fan projects.
Another fan project I have to give a huge shout out because they've supported our channel for a long time, and I want to mention them any chance I get is Jojolian Fandub Project.
Yes.
They are always on the ball.
Is it Jojoland or is it Jojo Lands? I don't
remember. Jojoland, sorry. Jojo Lands. Yeah.
We already flubbed. We already ruined. They're gonna unsubscribe.
They're gonna unsubscribe. But they're great. Their stuff's quality. I've definitely watched through it.
Yeah, it's good. I remember. And
let's see what chapter are they on. This is gonna be a little more informal. If you guys are here, you're a true Jojoverdrive.
Yeah, this is the Q&A. So. This is the Q&A. I'll put little timestamps down below if you really would just like, I don't care about this question, just go to the next one. Then you could move on. What chapter are they on? I think they've done.
It seems through chapter 8, but they've also done a JoJo Land's like opening or whatever, like fan dub version of the JoJo Land's fan dub opening.
Oh, speaking of good fan project, who's the guy that did the freaking Holy Steel, Steel Ball Run, all those songs?
Didn't he also?
He did all. Yeah, he did Jojolian and JoJo
or whatever.
Yeah, those are really good. Those are
Nico
really
Belisario.
I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm not looking at it right now. That's
Holy Steel. Nico Belisario. I mean, yeah, everyone knows him in the fandom.
Yeah, that's good.
He's really good.
Like, it's literally an impossibility that would be the opening for Steel Ball Run, and I'm certain I'll really love it, but that was a really, that intro kind of, like, really encapsulated a specific time period of, like, Steel Ball Run fans, like, trying to, like, you know, want to see the series animated and basically just start the animation by themselves. In a similar vein, there was, oh my god, what was it called? It was some sort of Steel Ball Run fan dub that like died or whatever, but I really liked it back in the.
Oh yeah, that had like actual
Project
like,
Steel Ball Run or whatever.
I was gonna say Project Steel Ball Run. That had like bigger.
It had really good voice actor. It wasn't like super huge voice actor. I think like River Dude was a part of it too. I think he voiced like Diego. I think.
What happened to that actually?
I don't know.
Yeah,
it was by Schroeder. I remember.
Yeah.
I mean, it just kind of seems. It kind of just seems like it fizzled out, which is fine. It's fine. But I really enjoyed it while it lasted. It was a really high quality version, and I'm sad. It's kind of great. We're gonna get the actual show before that ever got past like chapter 8 or whatever, which is fine. But it's nice to at least have something. Yeah. So
some of our funniest moments is if we're on at like 2 a.m. on Discord and we'll look in our YouTube recommended and we'll find just like Jojolian fan dub episode 1 from like a 3 subscriber channel, and they never did past like 1 episode of it.
It's like, oh,
and it's always like so. Yeah, it's so fun to watch those.
It's like, we should do it. Let's start the what do we do? It's gotta be some random like Rohan chat or like freaking Bao.
No, we're gonna do Dolce and his master. You heard it here first. That's gonna be our April Fool's video.
That's actually a really funny idea.
It's gonna be Dolce and his master fanda. That's really and we're gonna hire like Matthew Mercer to play Dolce in it and stuff.
Yes, exactly. It'll be a grand old time. It'll be fun.
Our friend just met him today. I gotta mention that. Like, now that I just mentioned him, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, shout out to unnamed friend number 5.
Yes. He met Matthew Mercer.
I haven't talked to him since, so I don't know how this happened. But I just saw he posted. So we're like 2 degrees away from Matthew Mercer. So like, I don't know.
True.
He's Jotaro, you know. So,
are we getting Matthew Mercer on the Jojoverdrive podcast?
That's someone. That's a JoJo YouTuber I'd like to collab with. Matthew Mercer.
I DM'd Scott the Waz and said, "Dude, you got to cop on our JoJo podcast." Action on that. So get ready for the Scott the Waz
crossover.
He's done a JoJo video on
I watched
Scott
that video.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Of like one of his friends.
There we go. You want my favorite JoJo YouTuber?
Scott the Waz.
Even though the whole video is just his friend talking about JoJo.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just kind of sitting there.
We should get him on the podcast. We should get Scott the Waz's JoJo loving friend on the podcast.
Whichever he is. I don't remember which one it is. Sorry, I don't remember the Scott the Waz supporting cast as well. I know they have like U2s of them or whatever, but I'm sorry.
They do now.
I don't know about them. All right, let's move on.
Let's move on.
What are some of your? It's gonna get out of control. I can feel it. I'm really scared. What are some of your other favorite pieces of media besides JoJo? That's a whole can of worms, but that's a big.
Oh, it's a long one. Strap in.
Oh boy. Okay.
You probably go first.
I go first. All right. So in terms of like movies and stuff, I really like Star Wars. I'm a big Star Warser. Just to get some Star Wars
today,
just to get some Star Wars opinions up front out of the way. Episode 6 is the best. The original trilogy is better than pretty much all of them. Revenge of the Sith is the best prequel. Last Jedi is a really good movie, and I that makes people very upset, and I don't care. Rise of Skywalker is really bad.
Yeah,
that's about the gist.
I guess I'll give my Star Wars rundown real quick.
He's a big Star Wars fan.
Yeah, I'm a big Star Wars. I'm a lapsed Star Wars fan in the last like 2 or 3 years. But the Revenge of the Sith is the best prequel. I like it more than Return of the Jedi. Even it's my third.
Well, maybe
Empire's my favorite. I love Last Jedi and Force Awakens. I really like both those movies. And Rise of Skywalker is like maybe the single biggest disappointment I've ever had in a movie theater. It's really bad. It's terrible.
Yeah.
And
changed the
Clone Wars
trajectory
is
of history.
amazing, which is like no duh.
Yeah, Star Wars is really good. I like a lot. Let's see what other random stuff. I have a ton of random stuff. I'm looking around my room right now and seeing all the random stuff, and I'll just try to look. Godzilla. I like Godzilla a lot. Me and Grant binged all the Showa era movies. That was really fun. That was really fun.
And we've seen all the MonsterVerse.
I've seen like every single Godzilla movie, but yeah. My best Godzilla movies, like early ones, like I really like Godzilla vs. Gigan. That's a fun one. Also, War of the Gargantuas. Not really.
I was gonna say, let's put them on some peak here and tell them to watch
Let's put them on War of the Gargantuas. Yeah.
Ironically, you want to watch some perfect like 60s, 70s like peak.
I think it's 70s, but yeah.
70s. So. It's peak. It's so good.
That's a good old monster movie. A good old creature feature. Like kind of mid Heisei, like 2000s. I like GMK. That's a good one, and Godzilla vs. Destroya. Those are fun.
Final Wars is peak.
Final Wars. Yes, Final Wars. That's kind of. I haven't seen that movie in years, and I need to rewatch it because it might be the best movie of all time.
I literally don't think I've seen it in like 12 years.
I think I've seen. I haven't seen it in like 6. But best modern Godzilla movie is Godzilla vs. Kong. I adore how stupid that movie is and how just kind of ridiculous it is.
Whoa.
In a good way!
It's not better than -1.
Okay, well, no, well, in some ways it is. Well, in one movie has Mechagodzilla in it, and one movie doesn't. So at some point you have to...
Shin Godzilla's up there too, but -1 is like...
-1 is peak Kino cinema.
Look, it's a little bit of a Reddit opinion, but -1 is kind of like really, really good.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, that's that. What are the random things? I like Spider-Man a lot. Venom is one of my favorite characters in anything ever. I have 18,000 pieces of Venom merch everywhere. I love him. He's very cool. He's never been truly done justice. I love Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock, though, even though it's a very different interpretation of the character. I think those movies are very fun, even though they're they're not good, but they're good, so I like them. That's the best way I can put it. I'll name a couple more, just so I don't ramble on for 2 million trillion bajillion years. Let's throw in Kamen Rider. I got into it like 3 years ago, and I just kind of general. I know I have a general tokusatsu knowledge, as I mentioned, and all the Godzilla stuff. I don't know Sentai or Ultraman nearly as much. I mostly just kind of. I had to figure out one series of like 50 years of history first before I could try and get anything else. Shin Kamen Rider is a highly influential movie on forever changed my brain chemistry. Let's name one last thing. I got into Metal Gear recently. Metal Gear is very good. Very good game.
Recently, that's pretty wild. It's like 2 years ago at this point.
2 years is I consider 2 years.
All of us,
like
relatively
as compared to everything that influenced.
I'm saying we got into it when we started this channel. Like
that's true.
Right in the beginning of this channel was when we.
Yeah, but people were getting into Metal Gear in like the 90s. So.
Yeah, obviously. I'm just saying like it's not like we played it. Like 2 months ago.
That's fair. Kojima's a good guy. Me and Grant went to the Death Stranding 2 like world premiere.
We were there
in person.
Yeah,
so
you were there in LA.
Yeah,
we were there.
We met Mr. Kojima. He's
also mentioned we met Kamen Rider at
we met Kamen Rider Zets at Comic-Con. That was a good time.
That was peak. The one reason I went.
So that took up about 20 billion years to mention my stuff.
Yeah. For me, the number one thing is definitely like DC Comics. Like I'm more into DC than JoJo. Like not even gonna lie. Yeah, not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
And I'm just like looking at my shelf here. So if anyone in the comments ever needs comic recommendations,
he's a big comic like collector too. He has a ton of stuff. So
yeah. Yeah, I mean, if people need good places to start in the new place, and Absolute's great for DC, and then Ultimate for Marvel's good, even though that's ending soon. Invincible's great, but everyone knows that already. The Energon Universe Transformers, if you're into that, read those. Those are really good.
Is that the one they just announced? They're like making
the
show. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what the show was adapted of.
That's what I thought it was. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like not that old.
Yeah.
It just hit issue 25 for
It's kind of crazy that they announced that in the first place. So.
I kind of figured it's a pretty it's pretty popular and pretty easy to adapt. I'm a huge Lego collector, so if you know if you know what dual molding means in Lego terms, like that's the level I'm at now. And whining about colors not matching on torsos and stuff. That's like the kind of like just insanely like stupid level of Lego fan I am. What else are we looking at here? I've got back into reading in the last year, so I've been reading the Cosmere, if you people know that at all. Mistborn, those are really, really good. I'm in the middle of the second series of that right now.
I'm not with this guy. Don't associate him with me.
I know.
I read manga a ton. I have nothing without pictures.
So so I'm a good ways through that. I've read like 9 books in my reading order and a few novellas. What else is there to say? Oh, video game wise, I am unfortunately a Sonic fan.
Oh, video game wise, I'm into Kirby. Hold on. Don't know how I forgot this. Kirby is like everything to me. Hold on, I gotta back up a second. I love Kirby to death. The best character of all time is Magolor.
Prince Fluff.
Move on. Also, Kirby's Epic Yarn might be the greatest game ever made in the history, and I'm not even really joking. Move on. Okay, go. You can go. I'm done.
Yeah. So Sonic is probably one of those series that I just am like, I can't even the trash. It's like, it's just peak all the way through, guys. Yeah. Except for like Lost World, you know.
Yeah. Now you know what kind of man he is. Now you know.
Exactly.
He's exposed himself to the world as a horrible human being. All right, well that's that segment out of the way. You wanted answers. Well, you got them. You got the tip of the iceberg.
If you need to know anything else from what we said, just comment.
We'll respond. We'll do a little tag. All right, we're 20 minutes in. Let's hurry this the hell up.
What are your hobbies outside of Jojo? Kind of like in the same vein, I guess. Just again, reading. We do short films.
Yeah, sometimes. We do. I'd say a big thing we do. Yeah, a lot of people.
Sometimes we have like extra free time where everyone's schedules align and we make a lot of short films, but we haven't done it in
a while. We're trying to figure. So it used to be a consistent thing. You guys will never see this, but we have like a channel out there where we upload all our stuff, and like it's just for ourselves and our friends, and it's very stupid. It's not. We don't make serious short films, by the way. These are all stupid.
Like insane lore.
We have a ton of it's a bit much. We go a bit too far with it sometimes, and
it's good. It's in good fun.
For the last few years, we've done kind of like a quote film festival where we kind of like mash all the stuff together that we've done in the past couple years.
Trying to also force us to make something too if we're like lapsed after a few months.
Which is gonna happen this year because we've made nothing this year because we're just such super busy.
Way too busy.
We're getting too old for making random short film nonsense.
That's like the main thing. I think all of us really like going to just go to see movies.
Playing video games. I watch a lot of movies.
Easy. To do that.
You guys don't get to view my letterbox, but I have a letterbox. I have like 600 movies watched on there since 2021, I think. So if you want to gauge that, but yeah, pretty big losers. That's about it. That's about the summary of it, which you should have expected from the JoJo podcast, but. All right.
Yeah, I guess the other stuff again, like kind of what we just iterated before. Like I like reading,
purchasing items off,
listening to music. Of course, I'm not like I'm in my bubble for listening to music. I'm not an adventurous type, but like, yeah.
All right. Let's see. Do y'all have any plans to do retrospective podcasts through the rest of the series? Love me my JoJo lands, but loved the Phantom Blood retrospective. Thank you. Would be super on board with the rest being done as a side piece over time. Do we have good news for you?
We do have good news.
It's kind of our plan, actually.
You sir are a like general of the Jojoverdrive Patriot.
Exactly, you are like top general.
We were like because I edited the Phantom Blood retrospective because I was like skimping on my editing duty, so I'm like I'll take on the big project here. And it was like 3 hours long, and then seeing like it just did not get the views I was expecting.
That's life.
Drake was more realistic, and I was like, not that it's all about views, but I thought more people were gonna want to listen to that.
It's always satisfying to see like something you've worked so hard on do well. Like no matter even
exactly.
That's not selfish to think. I don't think.
But now it's legged out now to a respectable view count, but it felt like people were just like, what, Phantom Blood? I don't want to listen to Phantom Blood, but I'm glad like some people really enjoyed it. We've heard before people like listening to our retrospectives in like the car or whatever and stuff, crazy. And I find that like absolutely crazy.
That's awesome. I never expect. I was always born to be like super hyper famous. You know, that's like my destiny.
Yeah,
so, you know, this is the beginning. When I read my diary. I should write a diary.
Shoo.
Yeah, shoo.
Yeah. But yes, 100%. It will be slow going, I think, but it will happen.
Yeah, don't have any concrete plans.
Let's decide this now, actually.
Okay.
Are we going to do part 2 or part 7 next, do you think? I think part 7 we should probably do next.
Probably. Like
it also would round out the new universe.
It also engagement bait everybody.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
It also
that in like February did
trick their feeble minds into clicking.
Do like 3 different parts of it.
Because if you do a part 7 video in the modern age, it does 2 million views, even though nobody.
Like our Jesus video with 83,000.
Okay, yeah, we did that as like I was half a joke.
We did it on Christmas Eve in like 3 hours after we were like done with dinner. It was like
and then it was randomly our most popular video for some reason. Like whatever. Sure. Whatever.
That's awesome. Man. I'm glad
it still gets views.
But yes, 100%. And I'm gonna guess we'll do part 7 early next year.
Yeah, part 7 or part 2. It's gonna be one of the. I doubt we'll jump like into the middle of something.
For those two, what we do is we record them in multiple parts. For the part 1 we recorded it over like 5 months, but we stapled it all together and then released it all as one. This one will probably record all of it, but it'll be long, so we'll split it up more.
Yeah. That'll be fun. That'll be a good time. All right, let's move on to the next one. This is an interesting one, I think, personally, in my opinion. Do you guys like Tool? I really like Tool the band. I really hope Rocky makes a stand based off of a Tool song. It would be cool if Lateralis, I think that's pronounced, was turned into superpower penultimate stand like Made in Heaven. Lateralis is a song based off the Fibonacci sequence, so the ability of the stand would be just give the user the ability to use the spin, but it would be really busted. I've not listened to Tool ever in my life.
I'm sorry to disappoint.
I don't even know what I've heard of Tool. I'm aware of Tool.
I know their logo.
I would not if you told me.
I always see them on like if I see for like other bands that I like at a like festival, I'll always see them on the like festival thing. But unfortunately, I haven't. If you're the commenter, give us 5 Tool songs to listen to.
Give us 5 Tool songs. If you're listening to this, give us 5 Tool songs. I'll listen to Lateralis, I'll guess, and I'll see. Maybe I won't like them, but hey, we'll see. I think a stand ability that could give like be spin related could be cool, because usually the spin related stands are like the protagonist.
Kind of like Hermit Purple with.
Yeah, it's like even that having a protagonist stand. So Yeah, I wish if it was like an antagonist.
You mean like our logo for our channel, part 8?
Oh, yeah, part 8? Purple? What? It's coming through. Now, Jojoverdrive reference. Okay,
little known fact, Joseph's stand is named Lateralis.
Lateralis. This was confirmed by Iraqi in an interview in 2008. Yeah. This was
okay. I don't want to get on too many like other things, but I have to mention the guy that met Iraqi or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
So Iraqi was like apparently in San Francisco for like an art exhibit that like showed some of his artwork or whatever, and this like guy that was a Jojo fan randomly met him and asked him and was like, do you like Poco Loco or whatever?
Like, hey,
and it's like
whatever.
Hey ya. And I was like,
I'm not at all jealous, of course. This isn't just the jealousy talking, but
you
could have asked about Flashback Man.
I was like,
squandered. It's all squandered. I do like Heya. Heya's good, but like you could have asked anything.
It's not a question.
You could have said anything. you go to the almighty Lord Iraqi and
Also, this is not a guy who does like tours in America.
He doesn't do anything. Yeah.
Like I've seen like Junji Ito does a decent amount of like signings and stuff in America. So
apparently he went on like a boat or something. I saw that too. He's taking pictures on some sort of like military ship or something.
Yeah, he was in Hawaii or whatever.
Yeah, probably taking more reference photos. Good on him, but it should have been me, not him. It's not fair. All right. What were we saying? Ah, yes. If you could rewrite Part 6, how would you do it? I remember you said that you might have an answer to this question.
I do.
I don't have something. An idea. I'm not.
So
sure.
I would not rewrite Part 6 from scratch or anything. But I've always had this one just itch, and it's the Giorno problem. Ooh. And I think it just makes too much sense for him to show up. Mm-hmm. I've always said Giorno should show up right in Cape Canaveral with them, with Jotaro. He should know Jotaro. He should be in contact with Jotaro somewhat, I think. That makes sense. And he should, especially after all the brothers and stuff too, he should show up at Cape Canaveral. He should like expose Golden Experience, and then he's the first one to get like killed, I think. That would be such a cool tone setter, while also like making sense because all the sons were supposed to get like attracted to Poochie or whatever. Yeah. So people would have but then I know if that would have happened, people would use it in saying like Gold Experience washed or whatever. It's not about it being a power scaling thing. It's about it being an emotional storytelling thing. Yeah, exactly. That the most powerful stand we've seen so far would get one-shotted by Made in Heaven, basically. Yeah.
And even if you look at the ability, like if Gold Experience Requiem didn't trigger like at all, so it wouldn't have triggered it close up either. So I would have done the same either way, no matter what. That'd be fun. That would be fun.
That was like,
and for like
that's
an ending part. Yeah,
exactly. I think in retrospect too, with Part 6 being the final part of like the original universe or whatever, and the only stuff we've gotten since being like a little Rohan like stuff that doesn't really involve the wider universe, I'm like it's the same thing where I'm like, I wish during the Made in Heaven montage we got to see Josuke,
see all the other characters, just to like catch up a little. Not even catch up, just like
just a little scene of them, just a tiny thing, a little flourish from the ending for a
give it more finality.
Finale. Yeah. Or they kind of, in retrospect, did that in the anime because they did the credits where they did
that was nice.
And then they really showed all of the parts throughout. I thought that was awesome, and I thought that was a really good way of showing like all the parts still happened.
Yeah. Speaking of that, if I had to change anything about Part 6's ending, is that make it a little clearer on like first watch. Like I think it's not as confusing as people have people say, but it does kind of take like you gotta really like read into it. And
I think it would be less confusing if the new universe didn't exist, though. Is the thing. If Steel Ball Run and Jojolian didn't exist, it would be a lot easier because it would just end there, and it wouldn't be like, oh yes, this is a new universe, but it's not related to them resetting the universe or whatever. It's like, oh, okay. And then I guess the other thing I would say, and they did this in the anime, and it was like Araki told them to basically, and it was putting Foo Fighters in the final.
Yeah, that was very strange. This is not in the manga ending. I get like because technically she doesn't exist at all anymore, which is kind of sad, but. It was just nice to get that little.
Technically, all those characers don't exist anymore in the sky.
But they do actually. See,
they do, but not in the exact same way.
See, it's unclear. It's a bit vague.
Like it's very clear that Irene or whatever is not like Jolene. It's Jolene's soul, but she's clearly like not as rough and tumble of a character, even from a little bit. You can tell that. So.
Yeah, it's a delicate situation. I understand what he was going for. I love it. I think it's great. There's still plenty of messy parts about it. It's undeniable, I think.
Everything else about Part 6, though, I would not change. Even if I have gripes with it, I wouldn't change it, because And again, I would never say, like, oh, my idea of having Giorno there's better than what Araki did. But I'm saying that's just, like, my point of view of, like, I think that would have been cool.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Do you realistically believe that Araki will continue JoJo past Part 9? And, if you don't, how would you want to see Part 9 and the entire series as a whole end? If you think Araki will do Part 10, how would you want him to complete that as the final part? Oh, it basically boils down to, do you want Eyes of Heaven or not? Which usually I say no, but we just described that we wanted Giorno in Part 6. But that's different.
That's not getting Dio over Heaven, though, in it or whatever. Like, no, I would not want that.
I feel the series as a whole is just so incredibly anthological that just kind of breaking it beyond, like, Jotaro and whatever. It wouldn't feel like
I think it would be cool if the part 8 and 9 cast had a crossover arc.
That could be fun. That could be fun, yeah.
But like I've always said, you could just do that in JoJo lands. You have Gappy show up on the island, and even then I could worry that could get too fan servicey at a point. But no, yeah, I definitely don't want Eyes of Heaven where you have Dio with Wonder of You over Heaven, and he like goes across the multiverse or whatever. Like, no. At least by the end of the series, for Dio/Diego to get back into relevancy somehow, which we've been talking about, might happen in part 9. But if it doesn't happen in part 9, I would like to at least happen in part 10. I think it is... I was going to say we should answer the original part of the question.
Yes. Continue past part 9. If he's alive, yes, he will. I think... I don't see him ending it here arbitrarily. I fundamentally don't. He will do it until he physically is unable to.
Yeah. Beginning of part 9, I was shakier. I was like... maybe he won't. Like, maybe he... Three parts of 3 could be kind of cool. Especially having, like... the original, like, 3 parts, which ends with Stardust Crusaders, which could be viewed as a pretty final ending. And then you have almost, like, the sequel parts. And then you would have a new universe parts. And then it's pretty even. But then I'm also like, man, a part 10 with, like, really wrapping up all the themes that he has, even if it's shorter, would be so good. It would be. Even if it's in a totally new universe. Even if it's a completely new
You could do another one. I don't even care.
Another Phantom Blood.
Exactly. Exactly.
That, I just think... I think that would be really cool, and I agree. I think he's going to do it till he's dead. I mean... the one thing is, I don't want JoJo to be left unfinished. I think that's gonna happen. I don't know. Yeah,
it's
I kind of do too.
It feels way more like it's gonna be a not exactly a Berserk situation, but more like I guess kind of Dragon Ball, where even Dragon Ball's a weird
situation. That's probably the best way to put it.
Toyotaro was writing it the whole time, but still he didn't like finish everything. He was still writing stuff in the middle of it.
Yeah, I mean, I've always said like ideally what I would love is him doing like finishing with part 9 or part 10, because he's not that old. I think he could finish part 10 without any serious... I mean, shit happens in life. But, just the average lifespan, I think he could get through part 10. I just think after that, there's a level... I want him to do whatever he wants to do, honestly. Yeah.
At some point...
I just would worry about the series being unfinished.
Yeah. Part 9, it really... Everything banks on how long part 9 lasts. If part 9 lasts as long as part 8, I'd want him to like wrap it up at 9 so he doesn't like have to stop writing in the middle of it, which would just be like a tremendous loss.
But then again, he could be like Miyazaki, who's like 90 right now, and he's gonna do like was it Nausicaa sequel or whatever he said, like
something like that.
That was heavily rumored, and it's like, whoa, this guy's still making movies. Boy in the Heron was great, like So,
for sure.
Whatever he wants to do, I'm cool with. I think he will do more.
I think so. But yeah, I wanted to bring back Dio. I want that connecting thread, because that was the whole part of the first 6 parts, and then it kind of disappeared. But Jesus is now the new connecting thread, which Dio is God. I get the joke, but whatever. Anyways, all right, this is gonna be our last one. This is gonna be it. This is the ending of the video where you finally made it. Congratulations. This is a long one. It's going to be up on screen, so if you want to read along. I'm reading this for the first time, too. I haven't looked at this one, actually. Not really a question, but I noticed that both Lulu and Jodio are dealing with absent fathers. The theme of a father not being there to pass on guidance, leading to lives of crime. Seems like a big theme with the Howler family in Part 9 is passing on wisdom to the next generation. Unlike his father, Howler is neglected to bring his daughter into the family. We see Lulu-chan begging for the hula doll that... While she may be a spoiled brat, she doesn't immediately get what she wants, like Howler. She doesn't have access to the unlimited funds that her father did growing up, but still seems to have inherited an entitled personality. Deep down, she yearns to be a part of the family, begging Bobby Jean to adopt her. Howler was always told about the value of protecting family above all else, but instead of going after and training his daughter, who has a really deadly ability, he's scrambling to protect himself. I think the Howler prophecy is something meant to be passed down. When the family is at its lowest point, the symbolic act of passing down the instructions to the next generation, instead of claiming it for yourself, could be the sacrifice needed to achieve the lightning strike and reverse the family fortune. It's been shown that Howler's mechanism to success is built on a bedrock of generational pack mentality. That's a good analysis, I think.
Yeah.
That's really good analysis. What I think about this is that I think not all of this is probably intentional. I definitely think Lulu and Jodio both having bad fathers is intentional, because that's been
100%.
Parenthood has been the whole thing in the new universe. It was everyone had a bad dad.
It all goes back. Think about it. It all goes back to Dio's dad.
Yeah.
He's one of the first characters you see in JoJo. Yeah. And he's the quintessential bad father in,
exactly.
in JoJo.
And then in part 7, Dio's traumatized. Dio doesn't have a dad or whatever, and Dio's mom dies or whatever, and it's all everyone has a tragic history with their parents. It's always so. I think it's absolutely intentional that both that Jodio is fighting against a bad father while he has.
I also ultimately think that Lulu is gonna go against her dad, and she's gonna be on Team Jodio. I think
that would make sense. I think so. I would like to see more connection between Howler and Jodio's dad. There was a classic Jojoverdrive theory that's basically I don't
we'll make the video.
I don't believe it all at this point, but maybe if you
go back to chapter 8 or 9, I think it was.
The theory was that Jodio's dad was going to be the Diavolo equivalent in charge of the mafia, which is now Howler basically. And that it was kind of similar to part 5, which now Howler is obviously kind of the equivalent because Lulu is Trish and everything. But
it was the best way to clickbaity call it would be the Jodio's dad is Giorno theory, basically.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, where he's the mob boss, and also he was related to Dio or something like that, which is why he's named Jodio. Something like that. But I don't think that's true. I think maybe his dad could have been involved with the mafia. I don't think that's out of the. I think that could be interesting to where they're connected in some way. But yeah, I think this is overall. I really like this kind of interpretation of the characters. This is the kind of stuff that you don't see a lot of. People really talk about JoJo. It's just it's just everything's wacky and weird and stupid, and it's just it's bizarre, haha. But I appreciate it when people actually go, even with these minor characters, really sit down and try and put some actual literary analysis on it. It's fun. It's cool. If you guys are still watching this video, and you have some I have an opinion on a character that I want to say. Just say it right now. Just go down and say your essay as to why Magenta is the deepest character in the entire franchise. Right now, I think you should do that. But yeah, it's been wow. It's been 40 minutes already. Look at that. We got through all our questions. Leave more questions. Actually, we'll talk about them. We'll
of the mailbags.
Yeah, exactly. We'll do more of these in the future. It gets harder to do these because less people leave comments, which is I expected.
One a year, I think, is a pretty good
That's fine.
rate to do things.
I'll expect that. I don't know what we're gonna do for our 3rd anniversary channel.
We'll do something fun.
We'll figure it out. It'll be fun. But yeah, if you put questions under this video, we'll answer them for sure. We'll just put a comment down. We'll respond. Try and respond to everything. Yeah, anything else you gotta say? I think we kind of talked about everything in pretty exhaustive detail.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Jojoverdrive, signing off. Shake it like your feet. Overdrive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going. Overdrive. Let the downside up to top notch. Whatever hate it.